So, was it electoral fraud? I'm talking, of course, about the Gorton and Denton by-election and the issue of family voting. So let's have a look at this family voting idea, because a lot of us hadn't even heard of it up until this by-election. It's when more than one member of a family goes into the polling booth at the same time and checks on what the other members of the family voted for, which goes completely against our laws concerning the right to anonymity, to a secret ballot. So was it fraud? And it was certainly a voting irregularity. Whether it actually amounts to fraud or not, I'm not sure. Whether it would have made any difference or not, I'm not sure. I mean, it's mostly the Islamic community. Maybe it's only the Islamic community, I don't know. Because the staff in the polling booths were saying that they were trying to be sensitive to the needs of the Islamic community. Well, for a start, there shouldn't be an Islamic community. There's only be one community, and that's the British community, and everyone should integrate into it. But having said that, would it actually have made any difference? I don't honestly think it would. I was really hoping to make this video to have a go at Advance, to be honest, although I quite like Advance and I like their policies, because they had no chance of getting in, and they shouldn't have split the vote. They should have given Reform a chance. But as it turned out, the combined vote of the two parties wouldn't have been enough to swing it. And I don't honestly think, even if there hadn't been any of this family voting, it would have made a difference. I think the Greens would still have got in. So back to family voting. You've got this idea of the patriarch of the family. In the Islamic community, that's the way it works. The husband, the father, is in charge, and everybody else does as they're damn well told. So if they weren't all allowed in the booth at the same time, they would have had a discussion beforehand where he would have told them how to vote. So the only way it would have made a difference is if we're claiming, and I'm not claiming this, but if we were claiming that the significant proportion of the Islamic women, if they weren't monitored as to who they were voting for, would have voted for Reform because they saw it as a way out of this Islamic servitude, being treated as second-class citizens. If you can make that claim, then it might have made a difference. Otherwise, honestly, it wouldn't have made a tot of difference, let's be honest. But it was an irregularity, so whether it's worth, I don't know. What do you think? Write in and tell me what you think. Should there be another vote? Should it be rerun with strict adherence to the rules? Or is it just a waste of time and money? Would Reform have got in if it hadn't been for family voting? I don't think they would. But I'd love to hear what you think. So please do drop me a comment below. And if you like these videos that I make, please do like and subscribe, because it helps me reach out to more people. there's two ways you can look at Islam. I mean, there's some damn good Muslims in this country, let's be honest, who you wouldn't even know were Muslims unless you saw them walking into the mosque, that really integrate into our society, that work hard, that dress like us, behave like us, share our values. And then there's the other type that follow the Islamist, political Islam route, and enter our politics or support different politicians based on how kind they are to the Islamist agenda. And that needs to be stopped. That needs to be stopped. People that want to come into this country, I don't care where they come from, I don't care what name they call God by, or whether they don't believe in God at all, it makes no difference whatsoever, as long as they fully integrate into our society and accept our way of life. But we can't have two or more parallel communities, parallel societies with different cultures and different agendas. Just ain't going to work. Ain't going to work. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for today. Okay. Namaste.